High technology now makes special art. But which artists are able to achieve it? A 3-year-old group called the Northwest CyberArtists are determined to prove that it could be anyone, and their intentions have underground roots.
Many years ago, there was a group called NEMUS, Northwest Electronic Musicians, that was a group of people that they were musicians using cutting-edge electronic musical equipment before electronic music was the mainstream. That group transformed into what we are now, which is the new cutting edge.
We're a group of artists and technologists trying to cross-pollinate those ideas, where we try through our art to make the world a better place in whatever we can and to be a future shock absorber.
One aim is to make artists more aware of technology.
And often the fine artist is inspired by that. There's a whole new world of opportunities out there for them to express themselves in new ways.
Cyber art means many things, from interactive water fountains to sound sculptures. But without groups such as the Northwest CyberArtists, its early pioneers had to explore alone. One good example is expatriate German Trimpen.
It was very hard to find any information, any kind of help. So it was kind of a slow process to try to build this equipment. And my background wasn't as a technician. My background was more or less in music. The music I write has to be, it's like the old-fashioned way, like writing it on a piece of paper, but then it gets transferred into a MIDI database where all the notation is stored in the computer, and then the computer again plays or triggers these mechanical parts to play the instruments.
Cyber artist Steve Hawkes also deals with tradition. Some of his light sculptures have their base in film history.
It's often mistaken for a hologram, but it's not holographic at all. It's actually an ancient technology known as zoetropes. There's sort of like a cake pan thing which you spin, and it's got a series of slots. And I was looking at a zoetrope one time and realized I could open that image up like a flower and use a strobe light on it.
Many Northwest cyber artists update old customs. For New York's James J. and Brett Batty, that means juggling. They've developed it into mixing real-time music.
So I approached Brett with the idea of, linking up music to the juggling routines.
In the academic setting, they call it interactive algorithmic music, but it really means that the computer is observing some kind of input, calculating, and then making music in response to the input that it's getting.
Artists such as Ina Ask try to manipulate sound. Other colleagues, like Julius Brown, build high-tech projections.
What it is it's a lot of experimental work with video cameras, different angles on everyday events. I write software that will take an image and apply, maybe give it a certain rippling effect, or just take one still image and make it into a moving image.
Northwest cyber artists have united art and technology, but their bigger project is to help unite cultures.
We're definitely shrinking the world.